hold on. I always leave my books like somewhere that is not where I need them to be. So, we just wrapped up. I'm fixing to go jogging. I'm probably not going to listen to any audiobooks while I am jogging. I should, because I really need to finish How to Witch, but it is a very, very soft book. And no, that's not what I wanted. I already got the book I wanted. Anyways, it's a very soft book, and so if there's any sort of wind or noise, you cannot hear it if you are outside or anywhere that has any sort of noise. So, I have books. Currently, I am working on 3. I am working on How to Witch by Nnedi Okorafor. I am in the last hour or so of this book. I enjoy these characters. It's fun. I think I just am in the wrong place to be reading a middle grade right now. I'm also working on, there we are, The Black Cabinet by Jill Watts. I have the, I grabbed the dust jacket so you could actually see it. There we go. This guy. I'm working on this, and I need to have this finished by the end of the month because I need to start finishing some boards, some mission logs for my own freaking readathon. So, like, what? Also, I just started Slay by Brittany Morris. This is the, not Vaultathon, this is the Avengers book for February. This was our group book pick. We wanted something that kind of went along with the Iron Man theme, but was also going to honor the fact that it is Black History Month. So we picked Slay because I wanted an excuse to reread it, actually. So I need to sit down and just see where I am with the other readathons that I'm doing, because Blackathon, I know I've got one done, almost done the second one, so I've only got 2 that I need to read. Avengers, haven't completed any mission logs, but I'm probably close or I finished with several. I just haven't sat down to actually figure that part out. And then I have no idea where I stand with Valentine's, except that I did the book with the date with the book. I did do that because there's a whole video on my channel where I did that. Took myself on a date with my book. By taking myself on a date, I meant I picked up some food and I read at my desk. Right over there. A book has been finished, y'all, and it's only Wednesday. I skipped yesterday because I was busy editing today's vlog, or the vlog that's going up today. I still have to do the thumbnail and everything for it, but like, we've got one of February's vlogs done. I was editing it, and I was like, I'm gonna be good at filming vlogs, and editing them on time, and posting them on time. I am editing the first week. I just finished that, and I'm posting it the last week of the month. It's fine. Anyways, so let's talk about what I have finished. Actually, let me go grab what I'm listening to next. I finished How to Witch by Nnedi Okorafor. This was really good. I will need to reread this. I think this was probably one that I should not have been listening to as an audiobook. I think I needed to actually sit down. It says YA, but she is 12. Anyways, I am going to need to reread this just because I feel like I missed something. Something did not connect between me and this book, and it's not the characters. It's not the world building. I don't even think that it's really necessarily the plot, because the plot was pretty decent. Okay, actually, I mean, if it's going to be anything, it is the plot, because I felt like I don't know, maybe it meandered a little too much for me. It wasn't as focused as I would have liked in the moment, but I feel like, again, that is on me and not on the book. But I'm not sure, so I'm gonna have to reread this. At the moment, we're saying 3 stars. I'm sure there are people out there saying that this is like the Nigerian Harry Potter or something like that. I think those can be helpful in, like, if you know someone likes a book, you can help them find other books that have similar themes, but I think we put too much stock in those kinds of comparisons, honestly, and they end up hurting primarily books by authors of color. So I just wanted to, say that probably is something that, somebody's probably said in a review somewhere, and I don't think that's true, because number one, she doesn't get pulled out of the real world, which is one of the things I loved about this book, is the fact that she's having to deal with the real world and also this magical world that she has just discovered at the same time. So that was my audiobook. I finished it on the way home from work. It's sad, I had 17 minutes left. I could have finished this last night, but I didn't. And then I'm moving from there to Patsy by Dennis-Benn. I have got the audiobook of this through Hoopla. This is in the real world, so I feel like I'll actually be able to follow along better. We're gonna listen to this. If audiobook doesn't work with this, I guess I'm screwed, because I also need to read Lazaretto by the end of the week if I want to complete all of my Blackathon prompts. Have I even looked at Valentine's and what I need to complete for Valentine's? No, I have not. Not stressed about that at all. I also have not completed any of the mission logs for Avengers Initiative. haven't completed any of those. What have I completed? A book. I've completed 1 book so far, which is great for the success because I need to complete like 6 of them by the end of the month. Primarily, need to complete Slay. To everyone's surprise, I have actually gotten some reading done since we last spoke, which was yesterday, was Wednesday. Today is Thursday. I was going to put on my workout clothes, but I wanted you guys to think that I wore more than like 3 shirts, so I decided to just stay in my old work clothes. You know, wearing a tank top under your shirt, like I know it gets hot in Florida, but like it's just, when it's not just disgusting, it's actually like a nice thing because this is a much nicer fabric than the one that my shirt is made of. I spent 7 years working food service to be once again stuck in burgundy and black. Anyways, someday I will have a big girl job at my job and I will be able to dress how I want. We'll see if we get there. Anyways, point. We were talking about books. So I have read a little bit of Slay. I am moving like a snail through this book. I'm on page 45. I need to be done and all the way to page 318. So I need to read almost 300 pages between now and when I get done. I have a lot. Look at this. Like, can you see all of the tabs? If I go away, can you see all of the tabs? All that. You can't really tell, but like the green, for the most part, is the stuff that I'm like, oh, this is interesting things to discuss. And then I went and just wrote a whole essay on this page because I've noticed she's doing a lot of explanatory commas about Black culture in here. And so now I'm curious. Well, I'll just read what I wrote. It says, so what I'm curious about, there's a lot of explaining of Black culture, is that so that everyone is on the same page no matter their age or country. So like she is explaining it so that people who are not Americans will understand, like non-American Black people will understand kind of where she's, like the history of some of the stuff that she's referencing. Or is this a case of catering to the white gaze and trying not to lose their white readers? Because I know that publishers tend to be really, really picky about that and tend to push authors of color to explain things that don't necessarily need to be explained for the readers that the book is written for. But publishers still think that, you know, or still have this kind of idea that we need to be writing for the white readers. And then I pointed out here, because like the fact that she's discussing AAVE and kind of going into that a little bit, maybe it's more about like making sure that everyone, no matter your age, no matter what country you're from, every Black person who reads this book is going to understand all of the elements of American Black culture that she's putting in here. And then I have read some more of Patsy. I'm not sure. I got to page 105 last night, although I am reading a large print version, which is not terrible. It's just terribly laid out. So it's interesting. I don't know why I wasn't expecting Patsy to be queer. Considering that this prompt is, the prompt is to read a book about 2 queer characters on a journey. So I think I kind of have an idea of what Patsy's journey is going to be and what True's journey is going to be. So it's going to be interesting to keep going. True is like 5 or 6 at this point and completely confused as to why her mom has left her. But I have a feeling I might know where we're going with this, but I'm not entirely sure. So, anyways, like I was expecting, considering the setup with the grandma and everything, for True to be kind of have you know, the whole gay awakening experience, and then to kind of go and look and be like, and this is from like basically page 1, so this isn't a spoiler, but like for Patsy to kind of have already had that experience, it just was interesting. I'm like, oh, okay, so that's what we're doing here. Anyways, I'm gonna go for a walk because, again, a girl needs sunshine or she becomes a sad person. You know, this is not the color tank top I thought I was wearing. I thought I was wearing a black tank top. Oh well. Anyways, I'm here to do an update, mainly because I want to stress Brianna out, because I find it absolutely hilarious that she thinks it's weird to finish the group book the night before the live show. So, no, I'm just kidding. I just enjoy stressing Brianna out and saying that I am, let's see, 69 pages into a book that I need to be finished by tomorrow. We have sprints on my channel later this evening. That's the word. We have sprints on my channel. I'm about to go set those up. So I just wanted to kind of give an idea of where I am reading-wise tonight, and kind of what my reading plans are for the weekend. So I need to finish this by the end of the night. Just because, you know, it'll make Brianna feel better and all of that. I think Brianna's the only one that gets stressed. I think everyone else is in the same boat, or maybe not Christine. I think Christine's finished it, but I think everyone else is in the same boat as me, as where it's like we're finishing the night before the readathon. So anyways, there's that. So I want to finish this tonight. I am also still working my way through Patsy, and that is, I'm on page 193. So I have a little bit of driving to do. I've got to go to, I almost said the city that's near where I live. I'm not going to say that. I'm going to probably listen to quite a bit of that tomorrow while I'm doing things that I can't sit down for. Or not sit down for. And then I have one more book we're trying to get to this weekend. Actually, oh, 2 more books. Oh, I have a lot more. I have about 121 pages left of City of Brass by S.A. Chakraborty. My buddy is supposed to be picking this back up this weekend, so provided that happens, because like I'm not picking it back up until she says she has picked it back up, because I'm in a really good spot to not be reading right now. Like, it's just this perfect kind of holding place, resting place, this perfect place where I'm just sitting there going, okay, we're at a good spot for me to not, like, if I go any further, I'm gonna get caught up in the ending and things are gonna get intense. But where I am right now, I'm not feeling the need, like, I can wait right now. So anyways, so I'm gonna try and finish this weekend, probably. And then my other book that I'm gonna try and finish this weekend, not sure how well that's gonna go, because I really wanna, like, actually sit down and do, like, take notes the way that I usually take notes, but that is Lazaretto by Dan McKinney-Whetstone. This is the final book that I need to read for Blackathon. So if I can finish this tomorrow and or if I can finish this weekend and this weekend, I will have officially completed Blackathon for this year. Did not do as well last year. I mean, I read a lot of books last February, but I didn't do as well last year. So I love how I've been reading every book but the ones that I actually put on TBRs. Hello, people. It is Sunday, and I know what you're wondering. You're wondering, Margaret, did you finish Slay? The answer to that question is yes, I did. Can you tell? I have tabs in it. It's very fitting that no, I don't think of the last tab is a character one. Okay, never mind. Anyways. Your other question would probably be, Margaret, did you finish Slay in time for the live show? And the answer to that is no. No, I did not. And I just didn't care enough to do that. Okay, what really happened is I had a headache, and so I wasn't able to read quite as much as I was planning on reading. But also, I did finish it a little bit later after I had taken a nap, because apparently that is what my headache needed, was a nap. It didn't need water. It didn't need food. It didn't need caffeine. It needed a nap. So, anyways, really rude of it. Didn't need ibuprofen either. I took ibuprofen and it just did not respond to that at all. And I'm just like, really? Really? So it's Sunday. Today is the last day of every readathon that I am doing this month. Well, no, not everyone, because the Avengers continues on. Anyways, today is the last day for Blackathon and Valentine's. I have given up on Valentine's. The only prompt that I know is I did the date with the book prompt. If we were earlier in the week and I'd actually sat down and, you know, figured stuff out, I might have tried to black out the bingo board, but I've just given up at this point. I participated in the fun stuff and did not read any of the, figure out any books for it. So that's just how it's going. I am trying. Patsy is over there. I am trying. Here, I can pull up Hoopla. I am trying to finish Patsy, or at least get, let's see, I have 6 hours left. I'm trying to get quite a bit of the way through Patsy before we finish this. And then I'm probably going to curl up at some point, I don't know, and work on City of Brass by S.A. Chakraborty, because in theory, my buddy and I are finishing it today. And if I can, I'm going to work on finishing this, because I'm like here. I don't think with everything I have to do today, I don't think it's getting read. Like, it's not getting finished today. But, like, I would like to finally have a board complete. Like, I'd just like to do that. But I have to go do food prep, so I'm listening to my audiobook. And, yeah. that book doesn't count towards any of the boards I'm working on right now. So there's that. It's fine. I'm only just now getting this year together, so it's fine. Okay, so it is Monday. I didn't check in. I also didn't, I did get a lot of reading done. I have no idea where I am in this book. That's a good thing for me to figure out. Long story short, week is over. It's time to wrap things up. I have finished one book this week that was Slay by Brittany Morris. I don't think I succeeded at any of the readathons that I was attempting this month. That's fine. I still read books. I enjoyed it. I think I got 6 books this month. So I'm just going to call that a win because a couple months ago, I was doing good if I read 3. This is still so good. Do not ask me where the cover is. It is a mystery to both of us. But this is like, oh my god. This, you could do this as a cover on its own. Like, it doesn't even need the pretty cover. It does need the pretty cover because we do not have enough books with black girls on the front. But, written by black authors specifically. Yes, I am referring to that one book. That was one of those things that I saw what was going on after everything had already been settled. I think what I saw was like the author's apology tweet and like, hey, you know what? You guys are right. Let's redo this. Anyways, I love it. I'm going to go out on a limb here and say that if you think Malcolm is racist, you need to do some thinking. He is a misogynist, yes. And I think we did a good job of kind of picking that apart. But I'm going to be honest, I didn't, like, there wasn't a single thing he said that I wasn't like, no, he's right about. Sorry, I'm not mad about some of the stuff that I've seen said in Discord, the little I've seen. But it's just, it's tricky when we're talking about, especially since I'm not black, when we're talking about when a black person distrusts a white person. And knowing the little we know of Malcolm's experience, he 100% had every right to distrust white people. The other book that I worked on but I did not finish was Patsy by dennis-benn. In theory, I could have finished this book last night, but I just got to a point yesterday where I had been listening to an audiobook for 6 hours, and if I had to listen to one more word of anything, I didn't want a podcast, I didn't want my audiobook, I was just like, if I am going, it needs to be visual. I was gonna scream. I just was gonna scream if I pressed play on the audiobook. Had to read one more thing yesterday. So I was like, okay, maybe we should just need to do something we don't have to pay attention to. So I put on Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. So this is not too far off of what I was expecting it to be. I like how raw and real it is. I like how it gets into the immigrant experience and it examines it. I'm not gonna say examine, but it shows you the immigrant experience, not just through our main character's eyes, but through the eyes of the people she meets, because she does meet a lot of people who are also immigrants. And so I really appreciated that. I also like the so far what we're getting with True. It's interesting to have that juxtaposition of True's life back in Jamaica, which is so much better than her mother's life was, as a kid. Just knowing that True is in a better, not a perfect and probably not the ideal household for her, but still in a better household than the one her mom was raised in, which is one where mom just stopped caring. It is making me so angry as a Christian, the behavior of her mother. Just, she just stopped taking care of her child. And I'm like, ma'am, there are Bible verses. I could quote at you. But I can't because you're a fictional character. Anyways, so that is the wrap up for this week. I did read a little more of The Black Cabinet by Jill Watts. Why do I always want to call her whatever the last person I was talking to? Read a little bit more of it. Still about here. So, anyways, I am going to go jog and all of that fun stuff that I like to do in the evenings and start the next vlog. So, thank you. I will see you again. That is it for now. No, that's not how I end my vlogs. I will have videos over here. You may not care about other vlogs, but I will have one up here maybe, and another video. Whatever videos are over here are going to be a surprise to both of us. It'll just depend on what I think of as we are watching this video. thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. I already told you about the videos over there. That is it for now, my friends. I will see you later when we will talk about more wordy, nerdy things. Bye!